What's good, everybody? Chris here again. Chris Goes Outdoors in the vehicle today. We're actually heading out to REI, the local REI. They have the big year-end garage sale today, and it's a good place to find random stuff. I'm not really in need of anything, but as someone who runs an outdoors YouTube channel, it's nice to go to these things and see if you can get a good deal on something, you know, something worth reviewing. So yeah, we're gonna go check it out. I got nothing else going on today. I was gonna go hiking, but meh, whatever, didn't go. So we're heading out. Let's do it. We made it. REI Garage Sale. We're just sitting here waiting. It's 9. Store opens at 10. There's a couple people in line. Not too many, maybe 10 right now. So gonna snack a little, then go stand in freezing line. 10 degrees outside. We'll stay warm as we can. We'll see what we can get in there. Alright, so we're out after the garage sale. Picked up a few things. Found a NeoAir Xlite. This is actually the large version that has 2 puncture holes in the top. So I'm going to repair that and see what I can do with that thing. Picked that up for 40 bucks, 40.83. And I'm actually considering chopping it down and making it a like torso length one, so it would be a wide torso length pad. I found that right at the very end too, so someone put it back, didn't want to deal with the holes. I have no problem repairing sleeping pads. I actually find it oddly fun. Next thing I picked up, I'm a little iffy on, was a Black Diamond Storm Headlamp. Doesn't look like it was even used, but I paid 20 bucks for it. It says won't turn off, so I'm gonna mess with that, see what happens, hoping maybe they just didn't read the instructions right or something. I searched that entire store, like every headlamp in the bins in there, and none of them took the same battery as this one, unfortunately. Figure that out when I get home. And see if it was worth it. If not, it sucks. And then to fix the actual pad, I picked up some tenacious tape. I'm almost out of this. I use this all the time for gear repair, and it works really well. I repaired my REI Flash sleeping pad really well, so we'll use this to fix up the pad. Hopefully this is the only thing it needs. It appears to be the only thing it needs. I'll hopefully make a video about what I do with the sleeping pad, and if the headlamp works, we'll see when I get home. So we're back home after the trip. The wonderful Black Diamond Storm Headlamp here with the tag will not turn off. I replaced the batteries. There were none in here. I couldn't test it. Couldn't find any batteries in the store. That's a light right there. I don't know. Turns out pretty well. So, anyways, the Black Diamond Storm, 20 bucks out the door. Works very well. So, as far as the sleeping pad goes, it appears that this is the culprit. Whoever owned it before appears to have tried to have fixed it, but only put a thing of duct tape on it and apparently prayed for the best. So I got tenacious tape to fix the holes, assuming that is the only issue. I'll put tenacious tape over both of the holes, and I also have a sealant that I've used before that seals the edges of the tape as well, so I'll probably put a little bit of that on as well. This is apparently the large version, so it's wider. It's 25 inches wide, and I think it's 76 inches long. So I think I'm actually going to try to cut this down. As I may have mentioned previously, I've wanted to try it just to try like a torso length pad, so why not try a torso length wide pad? Alright, so it's the following weekend now. We got some time to mess around with the pad now. Try to get this repair going. First off, to do this, I just want to go over some of the stuff I got. The tenacious tape that I showed earlier in the video, I'm going to be using that to patch the holes. Then I'm going to go around it with this seam sealer right here. This is called Seam Grip. So this is what I used on the last pad that I repaired, and it seemed to have worked really well. So besides that, just to kind of clean things up a little, especially under the duct tape here, I have some paper towels, rubbing alcohol wipes. These are a little dried out, unfortunately, but I do have some other alcohol right here, so just wet them with this. Clorox disinfecting wipes, just in case, and some scissors. I have not seen exactly what is underneath of the pad here, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the duct tape here. So let's take a look. So the hole is right on the seam there. It's pretty sizable. Believe it, in theory, should be a fairly easy fix. We'll give the tape a try, see what happens. So right here, I'm just using some rubbing alcohol and a little wipe, and I'm trying to just get the little residue that was left over from the duct tape off of here. Not that it's particularly necessary, but I just want to make sure the tape gets the best stick available, so to speak. So that worked really well. The pad's pretty clean, right where we're gonna tape it up. Gonna flip it over, we'll rip the duct tape off the other side, where I'm assuming there's another hole, and we'll wipe that area off too, and just get that ready, prepped up. So this one too is also a pretty sizable hole. You can see, I assume, maybe the guy that owned it first made this X to where it was, I'm not sure, but this hole is a little bit bigger than the one on the other side. So it looks like a stick or something, maybe just poked through and popped out the other side. Fortunate for us that whoever had it first actually found them. Not that these ones would be particularly difficult to find, but on the last sleeping pad repair video I did, those holes were so small it was like impossible to find where they were. And it took a while, even submerged in water, so. So besides the actual hole right here, there are a couple other little spots that look a little sketchy. So I'm gonna just make sure when I tape it to tape a big piece over there, which, you know, you may see a little hole, like, I'll just do a little pad. No, I'm going probably all right through here. So just cover up that whole area, seam it up. It's, in my opinion, better safe than sorry. So it doesn't appear that that marker's gonna come off very easily, so. Probably just gonna skip messing with that any further. So I'm just measuring roughly the size I need, and we'll cut it and then we'll kind of mold it to that area a little bit. So that should work. I'm going to just round off the corners a little bit, just so it's easier to seam seal later, and then that way hopefully nothing gets caught and tries to pull up the corners of it. Just trying to make sure all the air pockets here are out. A little oversized, but right up in this area were some other rough condition areas. So I wanted to cover that whole area up, and that way where it's square with rounded edges, hopefully it'll have a nice amount of hold, and we'll just seam seal that thing up now. So the last time I used the seam grip, it seems to have hardened up here, and I just went to squeeze it out, and it's starting to come out from here. So we're gonna drip it from there. It's not ideal, but we'll make it work. So it's not the cleanest job in the world, but I do like to put extra on too, so it goes over the tape a little bit and onto the fabric. And I'm hoping that this will create a very, very tight seal. It might not be the most pretty thing on the planet. In all honesty, I really could care less. With that said, we're gonna give this a little while to dry out because I can't flip it over and do the other side. Well, this side is like that. So we'll just let that hang for a minute, and we'll come back when the time's right. We'll flip her over, get the other side done. Alright, so it's the next afternoon now, so this has had plenty of time to cure. It stayed overnight, so I did this the other side at around 11-ish last night. Again, it's not pretty, but as long as the air holds, I really don't care how it looks. So it's all taped up, we get the seam grip around, and we get it on that side as well. So the next thing to do will be to blow it up and give it a test run. We'll see if the air holds. So now I got it nice and blown up, and we're just gonna leave it out. I'll try to lay on it throughout the day and everything, and we'll see what happens, see if the amount of air is still good. Last time it took maybe 2 hours, and it would be almost halfway deflated, and that was with the holes in it. Hopefully the repair job will keep all the air in, and hopefully there's no other holes on here. I could not see any. We'll keep an eye on it, see what happens.